Hello everyone, welcome back to week 3 of Monaghan Coaching and Games PE sessions. Hopefully you've enjoyed the first 2 weeks, anyone that has taken part. This week we're going to be looking at the pickup. Okay, so all equipment you need today is a football and a little bit of space inside or outside, whichever you're using. Okay, so we're going to start again with a little warm up. We have a couple of jumping exercises and we're into a little bit of skills work and a couple of challenges to go with it. Okay, so find yourself a bit of space. And we're just going to start by jogging on the spot, or you can jog around the room or outside, wherever you are. We're just going to start jogging for 20 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Okay, so getting your knees up nice and high, arms moving, stay tall, keep your head up, and keep going for 20 seconds. Alright, good, so you're nearly there. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and stop. Well done. So the next one we're going to do is just flick our heels up towards our back. So you're just going to do this for 10 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Flicking your heels up. Get them up as high as you can. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, and our next one then, we're just getting our knees up nice and high. So the same as the first 2 weeks, we're trying to get our knees up as high as we can. If you want to put your hands out, you can try and get your knees up to touch your hands. Okay, you can do it walking like a march, or you can do it running. Okay, so 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Knees up nice and high. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is just a little stretch. So have your feet same width as your shoulders, a bit of space. You're going to stand up on your tippy toes, reach your hands up as high as you can, try and touch the roof, keep reaching, and then we're going to come back on to our heels, push out front, away from your body as far as you can, and then we're going to push towards the ground. Try and touch the ground. If you need to put your feet a little bit wider, that's okay. And from here, we're going to do 3 big circles around. So that's 1. Push your hips out at the top. That's 2. That's 3. And the same thing, we're just going the opposite direction. So going the other way for 3 big circles. That's 2. We've 1 more. And 1. Okay, well done. So we're just going to go into some little animal movements now. The first one is called a crab walk. So if you watch me, you're on your hands and feet. Your face is facing up towards the roof. You're trying to get your hips up as high as you can, and you're just going to move forwards and backwards. 2 or 3 steps either way. Always trying to keep your hips up nice and high. If that's too hard, you can drop your hips down, okay? And it's the same thing. So forwards and back, and left to right, side to side. We're going to do it for another 4 or 5 seconds. And relax. Okay. So the next one we're going to do, we're just going to flip over. You're facing the ground this time, and we're just doing a bear crawl. Alright, but before we do a bear crawl, if you look at my hands, my hand is underneath my shoulder. Okay, nice straight line. So 2 hands underneath the shoulders. You're on your tippy toes. Okay, so you should have a nice flat back, a nice straight back. Imagine you had a bottle of water on your back. It shouldn't be able to fall off. And you're just rocking forward and back on your hands and feet. Okay, so just forward and back. Do 4 or 5 of them. And then we stop and relax. Okay, so if you just watch me, we're now going to start moving on our hands and feet. So it's called a bear crawl. You're just crawling forwards and backwards, 2 or 3 steps either way. Okay, and when you do forwards and back, you're now just going to go side to side, forwards and back. Always trying to keep the water balancing on your back so you don't want it to fall off. Okay? When you've that done, you can go back on your feet, grab a drink of water, and get your football. Okay? So I'll give you 10 seconds to just get a drink and grab your ball and get yourself a bit of space. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is just a little fun challenge. You put the ball between your feet. Okay, when I say go, if you watch me, you're going to try lift your legs with the ball. When you get it up, drop the ball down, touch it, the ball off the ground, lift it back up, put it back between your feet. Okay, so that's one. Lift it up, touch it off the ground, put it back towards your feet. Okay, so we're going to go for 10 of those. So one more time, lift it up, touch it off the ground, back towards your feet. Okay, so we're going to go for 10. 3, 2, 1, off you go. It's not a race. Take your time. Just try and focus on keeping the ball between your feet when you're lifting your legs off the ground. Okay, that's 4 done. 5. If you're finding it really easy, try and speed it up. We're on 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, excellent work. Okay, so grab another drink. Okay, so just put your ball down. We're going to move into some of our jumping this time. So on week 1, when we were jumping, we started on 2 feet, we landed on 2 feet. Last week on week 2, we started on 2 feet and we landed on 1 foot. Okay, so on week 3 this time, you're going to start jumping on 1 foot and you're going to land on 2 feet. Okay, so if you watch me, you're balancing on 1 foot, you're going to jump into the air, land on 2. Remember, when you're landing, have a nice broad base, so wide feet. Don't have your feet too close together. Have them out nice and wide and bending your knees when you land. Okay, so watch it one more time. Jump, land, and then go to your other foot. Jump, land. Okay, so get your ball again, put it down in front of you, and you're going to use the ball to jump over it to land onto your 2 feet. Okay, so balancing on 1 foot behind the ball, jump over, land on 2 feet. Okay, if you watch my other leg when I'm jumping, I'm going to use it to drive up towards the roof to try and get me off the ground a little bit higher. So if you watch, jump up, land on 2 feet. Okay, same if you're using your other foot. Get this other knee up nice and high to try and get you off the ground a wee bit higher. Okay, so you're going to do 5 jumps off your right foot, and then you're going to do 5 jumps off your left foot. Alright, so ready to go? 3, 2, 1, off you go. You can do 5 jumps off the left in a row, or you can swap feet each jump. That's 3. Nice soft landing. Okay, that's 5. And now swap feet and do 5 in the other foot. Okay, remember, get your leg that's in the air, try drive it up as high as you can when you're jumping off your 1 foot. Okay, that's 3. You have 2 more. And last one. Okay, well done. So that's a warm-up finished. We're going to go into our little bit of skill work now. So as I said earlier, we're working on the pickup. Week 1 we were hand passing, week 2 we were punt kicking, and now week 3 we're working on the pickup off the ground. Okay, so when we're picking the ball up, I kick with my left foot, so that's the foot I'm going to put directly behind the ball. Okay, my other foot, my right foot, goes beside the ball. If you look at my hands, my thumbs are nice and close together. They go down in front of the ball, and then my eyes are always on the ball, as I'm scooping the ball up into my hands. Okay? So let's go over that again. My kicking foot goes behind the ball. Okay? So directly behind the ball. My standing foot goes beside it. Two thumbs together in front of the ball. Scoop the ball into your hands. Okay? It's the same with your other foot. So now my right foot goes behind the ball. It's going to pick it up. My left foot stands beside it. Two thumbs together in front of the ball. Scoop the ball into my hands. Okay? So let's watch that from the side. Last demonstration. So one foot behind, one foot beside, thumbs together, scoop the ball into your hands. Okay? So we're just going to work on it for 30 seconds off each side. Okay? So all you're going to do, I'm going to put your timer on the screen. You'll have 30 seconds to do as many pickups as you can off your right foot. We'll take a little break and then we'll go for another 30 seconds to work on the pickup from your left foot. Okay, so are you ready to go? This is your first 30 seconds. We're starting 3, 2, 1, go.
We used to be giants. When did we stop? Just say the word and I'll be yours. You know I never forgot. The hope and the hurt has lived inside of me. There's gold in the dirt I never took the time to see. But I knew its worth.
So well done. If you got 10 pickups, 5 pickups, 25, good work. Okay, you're just focusing on the skill, so it's not a race. You're just trying to do as many as you possibly can. So now for your second 30 seconds, you're just swapping feet. Same task. You have 30 seconds to do as many as you can. Ready to go. 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Walk beside of me, and my hand would fit in yours like a bird would find the breeze. We used to be giants. When did we stop? Say the word and I'll be yours. You know I never forgot we were the song in the silence. But time catches up. Just say the word and I'll be yours.
Okay, so excellent work. Well done. Now, we're going to move that on a little bit. So instead of picking it up from a standing position, we're going to take a couple of steps back from the ball. Okay, so we're going to move into the ball now as you're picking it up off the ground. Okay, so take a couple of steps back. Everything's the same. So when you're picking it up, you still have your kicking leg coming from behind the ball. Your other leg is planted beside it. You pick it up, and as you pick it up, give the ball a big hug. Okay, keep it in nice and close to your chest. Alright. Also, on this one, when you're picking it up, try and stay down nice and low, and as you're coming out with the ball, get up nice and tall. Okay, so for this one, just practice it a couple of times off both feet. Same with the other foot. Step in, scoop it up, and get nice and tall then after you pick it up. So this time you're going to have 1 minute to do as many as you can. So it's not a race. If you can only get 10, let's try and get 10 really good ones, okay, as opposed to getting 20 or 30 just okay ones. Alright, so really focus on the quality of the pickup. Okay, so you've got 1 minute to start on your strong foot, then we take another break and we'll do another minute to go on your other foot. Okay, so ready to go. Take a couple of steps back. You've got 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, off you go.
You know I never forgot. I knew from the start you'd be the one to set me free. That day in the park when the herd would hide from me. Those eyes used to know me. It's been way too long. You are the moon and the stars and all they gaze upon. Time won't ever move slowly. What you waiting on? You what you waiting on? We used to be giants. When did we stop? Say the word and I'll be yours. You know I
brilliant work. So grab yourself a little break and a little drink. We'll give you 10 or 15 seconds before we move on to the other side of the body. Okay, hopefully you're all doing really good. So now you're just working off the other side of your body now. Same thing, take a couple of steps back, step in, pick it up, and then get nice and tall after your pickup. Okay, so if you're ready to go, you've got 1 minute. Try and get the same score or a better score if you can. Off your other foot now, get your couple of steps back, you're going 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Did we stop? Just say the word and I'll be yours. You know I never forgot. Used to be giants. When did we stop? Just say the word and I'll be yours. You know I never forgot. The hope and the hurt has lived inside of me. But there's gold in the dirt I never took the time to see. But I knew of its worth when you walked beside of me. And my hand fit in yours like a bird would find the breeze. We used to be giants.
Okay, brilliant work. Okay, so we're near the end. Okay, the last one you're going to do now, you're going to need a wall or a partner either. If you have a partner, that'd be great. If you don't have a partner, just pick up your ball and try find a wall. Okay, so grab your ball, get to a wall or a partner. If you have a partner, just get your partner to roll the ball towards you, and then you're going to try to pick the ball up as it's coming towards you. Okay, if you don't, just grab your ball or take a couple of steps back from the wall, and all you're going to do is throw the ball off the wall and then try and pick the ball up as it comes back towards you. Okay, so let's watch that again. You can roll it off the wall and then step into the ball as you're picking it up. Okay, so we don't want to see this. We don't want to see you just standing and then trying to give it a little flick up. Okay, we want you to really step into the ball just like you were doing earlier in your other little challenge. Step into the ball as it's coming in towards your body. Okay, so you've got 1 minute again to go off your left side or your right side, whichever is your strongest. Take 1 minute, do as many as you can. Stepping in, reset. Okay, really looking for quality to do as many as you can in your 1 minute. Okay, now sometimes the ball might come bouncing back. Just try your best to get your toe under it and keep control of it in your hands. Okay, so you have 1 minute, ready to go. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Okay, excellent. And our last challenge of today then is the same as that one. Now you're just coming off your other foot. Okay, so really stepping into the ball. The slower the ball comes back, the easier it will be for you to pick it up. Okay, so just focus, really focus on this one. If it's your weak foot, just try your best, do as many as you can. Don't worry if the ball falls, if it rolls away, just get it, bring it back in and continue on. Okay, so this is the last minute of today's PE lesson. We're going to start. 3, 2, 1, off you go.
A full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it's
Okay, so that's it for today's PE lesson. We hope you had a bit of fun. You got loads of touches in and practicing your skill today and your pickup. Hopefully you all had a bit of fun, and we'll see you all again next week.